Hey guys, and welcome back to the Fantasy Premier League Point Predictor, the series where I select 5 players that I'm guessing will return 4 points or more in the upcoming FPL fixtures. However, to keep things interesting, I must include one defensive option alongside one midfield and one forward option that are below the value of 8 million. Also, I can only select one player per team. The rules of Point Predictor can also be seen on screen and in the description below. Don't forget, if you do enjoy this video today or find it helpful, then all you have to do to support this channel is hit subscribe and maybe leave a like. Firstly, let's see how I fared in my predictions for Gameweek 31. With Middlesbrough without an away goal throughout all of 2017, it seemed that Jakupovic of Hull was a great shout for a clean sheet. In hindsight, it was a bit speculative of me to believe that Hull would keep a clean sheet here, when considering their bad defensive record, and I would have been much better off opting for some of their outfield defensive options, like Maguire or Robertson, who both picked up points. Wilfried Zaha had been in excellent form coming into Gameweek 31. After a stunning display against league leaders Chelsea, FPL managers, including myself, were chomping at the bit to bring Zaha into their sides. Unfortunately, things didn't go to plan, with Zaha contributing very little in Crystal Palace's 3-1 defeat to Southampton. Earlier in the season, Alexis Sanchez picked up a mouth-watering 23 points in his last meeting against West Ham. I think for a lot of managers, this was evidence enough to transfer in the Chilean and in some cases even hand him the armband, despite his and Arsenal's poor run of form. Annoyingly, it was once again a case of form over fixtures, with the expensive Sanchez blanking, even with Arsenal winning 3-0. With Sadio Mane out injured for Liverpool, Origi looked to be a great differential heading into Gameweek 31. And luckily for me, this was certainly the case, with Origi starting, playing the full 90 minutes and bagging himself a goal. Leicester's impressive form of late made their fixture against struggling Sunderland seem an absolute banker, and for me also made Jamie Vardy seem nailed on for some points this week. The informed striker left it late but didn't disappoint, scoring in the 78th minute and picking up 3 bonus points too. This takes my Gameweek 31 point predictor total to 2 out of 5 correct predictions. Overall, pretty underwhelming, but still better than nothing, and midweek fixtures can be a bit unpredictable. So let's move swiftly on and see if we can improve with my predictions for Gameweek 32. To kick things off, my defensive option this week goes to Antonio Valencia of United. When looking at the numbers, this one just seems a no-brainer. It's one of the league's best defences against one of the league's worst strike forces. Sunderland, who seemed doomed for relegation, have failed to score a single goal in each of their last 6 games. Antonio Valencia was rested in United's last game, so he'll come back fresh, and even though a clean sheet could be on the cards, he should also offer some attacking threat going forward too. My midfielder under 8 million this week was a bit of a head scratcher, but in the end I've opted for Manuel Lanzini of West Ham. Considering West Ham's terrible run of form of late, losing 5 games on the bounce, this may seem like a bit of a risky choice, and fair enough, it is. But I do feel it's a calculated risk, when considering that Lanzini seems to love playing at home recently. It'll be a huge 6-pointer between 2 relegation candidates, and Lanzini has scored in each of his last 3 home games. With Swansea now hitting a slump and moving into the bottom 3, this could be a great chance for Lanzini to continue this fine run of form at home. For my any price midfielder, it was a difficult toss-up between Tottenham's 2 in-form men, Christian Eriksen and Dele Alli. For Spurs, this won't be as easy a game as it looks on paper, with them very nearly losing to Swansea in midweek and Watford coming off 2 straight wins. With all that said though, it's just far too difficult for me to bet against Dele Alli this game week, with 4 goals and 3 assists in his last 5 games. And now being on penalty duty in Harry Kane's absence, I still feel pretty good about this choice. My budget forward this week poses a handful of decent options, including the informed Troy Deeney and also Christian Benteke. Perhaps it's not the right decision, but for a second straight week, I've stuck with Liverpool's differential Divock Origi. I selected him for Gameweek 31 and he didn't let me down, and now Liverpool face a Stoke side who are on a very bad run of form. For some reason, something tells me that Liverpool could slip up here, which is why I'm so undecided on this choice. But Origi has scored in his last 2 games, and regardless of what the result may be, scoring goals this season has never really been a problem for Liverpool. Lastly, and perhaps the easiest choice of the game week, is my any priced forward, and I'm selecting none other than Sergio Aguero. Aguero has now scored in 4 of Man City's last 5 games, but this would be easy to miss considering they've only managed to win 1 of those 5 fixtures. With the Champions League race hotting up, there's no doubt Guardiola will go all out to win this game, in what should be a crucial step to finishing in the top 4 this season. Hull City, their opponents, have been in very good form recently, but this has all come from home, and on the road they've still been pretty dreadful, giving Aguero a good opportunity of some serious points this game week. Okay, and that wraps up my Game Week 32 point predictor. Hopefully I'm able to go at least one better than my last set of predictions, but again, this one wasn't easy. If you enjoyed the video or it was helpful to you in any way, then make sure to support my channel simply by hitting subscribe. Take it easy, good luck for Game Week 32, and I'll see you all next week.